She was, Robin, the unit secretary, said. Kira shrugged. The hot donut sign was on. Amberlyn laughed. That's what happened the last time you decided to eat healthier. I know. It's like Krispy Kreme senses when I'm about to go on a diet and has to tempt me. Kira put a donut on a napkin. Robin stood and peered into the second box of donuts, selecting a cream-filled one for herself. Maybe you should give up and just balance your morning sugar fix with a salad at lunchtime. That's too logical. Kira headed toward her desk. You both need to have some so I don't eat them all. Ian and Jeff will take care of that problem for you, Robin said, referring to their boss and one of the other special agents in their unit. Both men held degrees in psychology, and neither had an ounce of willpower. Robin turned her attention to Amberlyn. Those new reports came in on that bombing in Nebraska. Ian wanted me to let you know they had some updates. Great, thank you. I'll look through them now. Amberlyn had spent the past 5 months trying to get a handle on the suspected anti-government extremist group. Forever Freedom had claimed responsibility for a bombing at a library on a primary election day. But despite Amberlyn's many conversations with the other members of her team, so far, no one had been able to determine what was motivating the group or who was leading it. Maybe the updates would include a lead that could finally break this case open. She grabbed a donut and continued to her cubicle. She reviewed the latest reports and updated her notes, but the only new information was the copy of the ballot for the local voting districts. Somehow, she doubted Forever Freedom had bombed a library and killed 6 people because of a bond referendum for road improvements. The election for the local sheriff didn't seem like a high probability for a target either. Setting that case aside for the moment, she pulled up her file on a suspected serial killer in Atlanta. The local authorities had worked the case for nearly 2 months before reaching out to the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit. The range of differences in the victims, a 28-year-old white male, a 34-year-old Hispanic female, and a 57-year-old black male, suggested gender prejudices weren't a significant factor. Amberlyn tried to look at the statistics without thinking about the victims' families and friends. She tried and failed. Lives had been cut short because the victims had been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or because someone had specifically targeted them. Amberlyn's job was to find out why, and to figure it out before another family lost a loved one. When she started at the FBI, she had assumed it would get easier to face all the evil in the world. She'd been wrong. In truth, if she hadn't experienced firsthand the aftermath of a violent crime, she doubted she ever would have taken this job. Thank goodness her boss and coworkers were always willing to talk things out when work became too intense or overwhelming for any of them. She was an hour into her workday when Jeff approached her cubicle, a file in his hand. Hey, I thought you'd want to see these. Amberlyn opened it to reveal the back of a man sitting in a restaurant booth, a ball cap on his head, what appeared to be part of a tattoo on his wrist, and some sort of class ring on his finger. The man across from him also wore a ball cap, a wolf tattoo visible on his forearm. What am I looking at? A patron in a restaurant in St. Louis said she overheard a couple guys talking about getting into a building without being noticed. Sounds like a report that should be filed with the local police. It was, but when they pulled the surveillance video, they saw this. Jeff leaned over and slid the top photo aside to reveal another photo of the 2 men leaving, their heads lowered, both of their faces hidden by their ball caps, which were embroidered with the logo FF, the symbol for...